Hello, welcome back to the stream. I'm Maddie, I'm the live content producer for City Skylines. Who are you?
And I am Jez, and I'm one of the creators that is going to be featured in today's gameplay.
Stream. Yes, last week we talked about more DLC stuff. We talked about the free update. Oh, Jesus, there's that cat hair on my nose. Hold on. Okay, now we're good. Last week we talked about free update. The week before we talked about all the paid content. And this week we're going to talk about the 2 CCPs that are releasing concurrently with the DLC when it releases. Soon TM. But yes, we have City. We had a pre-made map, but I couldn't get it to work.
It failed.
So we're just gonna build it in my favorite little baby, my little baby city. It's huge, but we're gonna add it. And also, Jez, is your sole responsibility is communicating with chat,
Bullying the chat.
Potato.
Okay. Yeah.
So have fun. Don't abuse them too much. They do like conversation.
I will
and not
only.
straight up attacks.
I will only bully the mods.
Oh yeah, valid. Only bully you would. Okay, good.
Yes.
But yes, I'm just gonna start. We're just gonna start. How about you talk a little bit about your stuff first? Like what's the deal? What did you make?
Okay.
Do we then we have to show off your stuff first, I guess.
Yeah. No. I think we can just like.
Yeah.
I think we could start maybe with the other one because.
Oh yeah, you wanna? Okay.
We're gonna be building up.
Okay. I'm just gonna maximize lighten it up because it's a little dark in this city. There we go. Where do you want to build then?
We need an area that, can look like a typical American suburb, and I can clearly see you have no space anywhere.
But I think, do you
just
want to
demolish.
You want to just change? How about we just upgrade this one to the different one?
You could.
Yeah.
It will work. It will work anyway.
I'm gonna do that.
Because the first thing that we're gonna show off is gonna be the pack of growable buildings.
Yes.
Made by Revo.
Okay.
Who is sadly not present here today.
No. Ooh, wrong button. There we go. All right, so we're gonna change the style to be mid-century modern.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. We'll see. Hopefully this doesn't take very long. I do have unlimited demand, just so that you are no help.
It will be great.
Just so that we can get to see everything. I'm just gonna go away.
So with growable buildings, we had a pack of the European suburbia made by Avania ages ago.
Yes.
And it was the first pack that kind of introduced a new style for the growables that just kind of spiced it up.
This looks so fun.
After that, we had Green Cities that also introduced a complete new style, which was also really nice. And then we didn't
University City.
Did it?
King Leno's had.
Oh yes, it also introduced some new buildings. But then we never really had like a really stylistically different pack.
Yes.
Something that like really stood out and was like so recognizable.
Oh yeah, there's a couple. I'm starting to see them grow now.
And Revo decided that it would be cool to
show some off.
Yeah, to kind of hit in one of like the more recognizable styles in architecture, and he went for mid-century modern.
Okay, should we wait for it to zoom? Should I zoom around a little bit? Some of them are already away, or like awake.
You can just see how they compare to vanilla ones.
Oh yeah, here's I mean, honestly,
some of them. Okay, so I will say this because I was making a map just to like test out some of the assets, and the buildings from Green Cities, the low residentials from Green Cities, before they get upgraded with high tech like solar panels, although they also work with the solar panels, the Green Cities low residentials actually work really well with the mid-century modern pack.
I hope there's a conspiracy theory mechanic that the folks of the game come up with.
Explains the creepiness of a neighborhood.
No, it's just called gentrification.
Well, okay. I would prefer a conspiracy theory, but sure, you can just gentrify.
How many assets are in the mid-century modern pack?
Christ.
143.
Over 100.
Who
counts?
I think that's the number. Revo is in Twitch chat.
Yes,
so
Revo is in the Twitch chat.
He'll correct us.
If you have any specific questions, you can pester him.
Yep.
Revo says 200 plus.
Yes, with color variation, I'm guessing. But
Yes.
look, here's one.
Yeah, so these buildings come in multitude of different shapes, sizes, and technically sub-styles of mid-century modern, because MCM isn't just one thing. There were different general aesthetics that developed throughout the years. So you have some buildings that look more bulky, more kind of cubist. You have some that look more like your typical Americana suburb with like
there was an
butterfly roofs.
A-frame. Oh yeah, and the A-frame.
And that's called a Swiss Miss. Revo made these for this reason alone. Just because they're called Swiss Miss. Revo said, these have to be made.
They're very cute. I do like the yellow door. These are adorable.
Yeah, so they all come with color variations, which apparently, according to Revo, is 600 plus assets, if you count that.
600 plus? Oh, he's also saying that it is totally called an A-frame, and you're lying. So...
Which one was the Swiss Miss then?
I don't know. And yeah, most. I mean, I wouldn't say most of them, but a lot of them come with pools, and aren't they?
Yeah, a lot of them do.
So cool.
The terrain around the pool is also made in a way that, in most cases, will try to fix out and level the
Let's see if we can find a really janky
You have to like look at like a hill.
Oh yeah, here. So like the pool will remain flat, but the retaining wall will be a little wonky.
Yeah. So you're
really good considering the geometry of that hill.
Yeah. Also, that fence is quite something. So usually you want to like try, try and not do that.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Now it loaded in.
Try and not do that because it will look wonky.
Hey,
it will look bad.
The pool will look like a pool.
Just nothing else.
It looks really cool,
I like
actually.
how the one of the umbrellas is actually clipped into the ground because the game just
No.
doesn't.
They're just trying to they put like their dog under there.
Oh yeah,
it's
a
dog
dog umbrella. Okay, yeah, that's
Okay. So actually, chat, I see a bunch of like when release. We can't say Pretty will come in here with a knife and stab me if I tell you guys what the release date is. So keep an eye out on social media. She's just shaking her head. Keep an eye out on social media to get the as soon as we can tell you, we will tell you. But keep an eye out on like the Twitters or whatever, whichever you like to follow. But we can't say it. She will murder us.
I don't know either. There's just gonna be a red dot appearing on my forehead, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, she actually has a sniper rifle pointed right at us right now, and
I was not forced to say this.
Please let me go free. Let me out of this room. But yeah, no, we can't. We if we could, we would, but we can't. Sorry.
Yeah.
As CCP says, respect the typography. Yeah. But so many more. I don't think so. When I was looking at this before, like as we get access a little early just to look at the stuff before we do streams and stuff, it took me so long just to plop every building, just to find every building, and just to because I looked at every building, but there's so many buildings, I don't even know if I'll be able to, because they're just randomly spawning right now, and we're not even looking at every level. There's too many to show off every one, but there's so many buildings. I'm never going to be able to show off every building on stream.
It's really nice because this style of buildings was super popular, like all across the US.
Yeah.
Europe, technically not so much. We had our own thing going, but like if you're building in American City, which most people are, you will be able to use these in like just a multitude of settings because the style itself was so universal that like from the East Coast to the West Coast, you would find these.
Yeah.
And if you're building on more like a desert map, maybe one from the previous CCP.
Oh, yes.
It would look great. It would look like closer to maybe Palm Springs, which is just dry but has, a ton of these buildings.
Yeah.
If you're doing like a Pacific Northwest, you can also find these like all over the place. If you're doing like East Coast or something, like you would also find these. So yeah, these are like really
They're so cool.
yeah, they're really useful.
I should have maybe zoned an area that wasn't so hilly, but I think it's a good, you know, this is the extreme.
They work great on a grid. So if you're
they
lazy,
work fantastic on a grid.
if you're lazy, these are for you.
Hey!
They look really nice on a grid.
They're for me. That's what he's saying. Oh, I really like these really big ones. Oh, these are pretty. These are really nice. Oh. And they're all, oh yeah, let's talk about the decals. So you can see like, oh, got a little lag in there for a second. Why? Okay, stop. So some of the assets have these like grassy decals, which, because we're not playing a snowfall map, look green, but if you are playing on a snow map, they will like automatically turn into snow, which is a good point because I saw some comments about that.
Yep. All the assets are adjusted to snowfall. So what has to have snow has snow.
Yeah. Oh, they look good though. They look so cute.
Yeah, they come with a variety of different plans too. If you're playing on PC, for example, and you're using
Bob,
like like either one of like replacer mods or whatever, you can absolutely replace these or just hide these and, you know, place your own trees if you're like doing a completely different style. So that's also, you know, really nice and versatile.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna use some of the new roads here, just so that I can complete the style here. Oh, sorry, buildings. F in chat. And then I want to place palm trees on them.
I think a lot of them really want us to be assassinated because so many questions are
what?
about the release date.
I know! Chat, stop wishing for our deaths! We talked about this!
I'll take the L. I will not be spoiling the release date because who knows? Maybe I actually know, and I just don't want to tell you because you bully us. There it is. That's it. You just lost your chance for the release date, and that's that.
Yeah. That's coming soon. Madde Memorial, next CCP. Madde Memorial.
What are the assets in that pack?
It's just a big statue of me.
Oh, that's.
It's gonna be glorious.
Who would want that?
Me? Oh my God! Why is everybody sick?
I think you might have a couple problems.
What the fuck did I do?
You might have a couple problems. I understand that, you know, the pack is like 1950s, 1960s, but you don't really have to have the healthcare of that time too. Come on. Like,
there's no pollution. Why are you dying?
R.I.P. Can we add decals elsewhere? If you are using, wow, my brain
you can
really
add
still,
decals everywhere, even if you're not using mods.
Are all of them available at all times?
Yeah. Or no, wait, from Revo's pack?
Yeah. Because I know that some of the ones.
Say what? Say what, Nurgle?
Yeah, that's a.
Are you sending?
Is that a water gun?
He's gonna wash off my makeup. That is worse than dying.
Shit.
I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, my find it is a little borked right now. Don't worry about it.
Is City Skylines 2 happening? Guys, how about this? We skip City Skylines 2 and we're just going straight to free. It's gonna be a little bit more of a wait, but you know, it's gonna be worth it. I can tell you.
He does not work for Paradox.
I am in no shape or form associated with them, except for the single contract for the CCP.
We are screwed. Yes, you can. You can. I don't know if these are. They're definitely accessible via Find It. Let's see if
yes, if you're using Find It, you can absolutely place all of the probs, decals, and buildings.
They are accessible
via just generic.
Just normal menu.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, you should be able to place.
Here's like a gravel. Another. I guess maybe actually let's go. Oh my God, I was wondering why my game was lagging, and I think I found out.
It's all the dev. It's all the hearses.
Okay, don't mind me. I have to see if I have.
Pollution remover mod
Yeah.
or game anarchy.
Remove dead people.
Remove
Okay.
everything.
Look, chat. We have to.
This is called cheating.
It's
Because mods are cheats. Remember that.
Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, that is satisfying.
That is nice.
That is satisfying.
More, please. Okay, I can't look at it because it makes me hurt. I don't know what's wrong with my city. I will fix that later, but today is not that day. Okay, what did you want to... Oh, we have to look at all the unique buildings and all the props.
So
let's just line up the props somewhere, I
So
think.
there is a couple of uniques that
Oh, yeah, I placed one here.
Revo made that also fit the style.
I made this super cool. I'm gonna build what I built for... I took some videos of the stuff, and I put it here, and it looked freaking great. Okay. Yeah, the game is suddenly not laggy at all. Wow, crazy.
Wow.
Crazy how nature does that.
Who could I have thunketh?
Me. Okay, let's look at the big boys. So they're in
Yeah, the Content Creator
here. Nope.
You
Am I
should see
blind?
the theme building, which is not called the theme building.
The
It should be
theme
called
building?
I mean, it's originally in real
I'll
life.
just go.
the theme
I'll just
building.
use find it because I'm
Yeah.
freaking blind. There are
Yeah.
menus. They are
Yeah,
in there.
it's I think called the mothership.
Yes. So this is. Yes.
So this is at least in game the mothership. If some of you
Do you remember what what it's based off of?
yeah, it's literally called the theme building. It's at the LAX.
They're in the park menu. Revo corrected me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so this building is at LAX, so if any of you have ever been to that hellish airport, you might have seen that building.
Positive.
There's nothing positive about that airport. But yeah, so that's like one of the more famous landmarks of that style. And Revo decided to include it.
Yeah, it looks nice.
For legal reasons, he had to change the name.
Okay, they're in the parks menu. Okay, yeah, here they are. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, fine. You know your stuff. All right, so and then we have. Let's look at the hotels. I'm gonna. Oh, let's see if we can. No. Okay. There we go. I just need the whiteness to be. Never mind. Can't do it. Okay, moving on. Where do we place these?
Whenever you want to.
Yeah,
honestly. These
let's
kinda
just line
work-
them up. I think.
Yeah,
just
these
to
kind of
look
work
at 'em.
anywhere.
Okay, here we have a big empty street. This will be perfect. So there are 3 big Palapabo hotels. Hotel-y looking things. I love this pool. I'm gonna plop this building just for the pool.
Yeah, the pools are really nice. Made with roto shader technology.
Ooh, wait.
When you get that like one glimmer of water, it's yeah, they look nice.
Yeah, they look so good. And they're I think they color change, right, Revo? Don't they? I'm pretty sure. If I plop more of these, they'll be funky colors. Wow. Oh yeah, that's a red one, and then a yellow, and then
Yeah.
like a blue. Oh, this blue is amazing. Like a turquoisey little number. That's cute. Got little pan. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna fawn over these for a little bit. Lots of color this update, for sure. I mean, especially with the DLC, all of the color of all of those buildings, insane. Is Chirpy blue? Yeah. I don't think it's the exact. See, compare it to the Chirpy.
It is. It totally is.
I can't tell if you.
What, Revo? Yes. Oh, it is Chirpy blue. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's Chirpy blue.
Yes, it is.
I like. Yes. Good. Yeah. Good.
I just got intel.
Yeah. Good. Oh, and then like a red, like a muted.
Ignore
red.
him.
Oh.
He's saying no, but I know better. He totally just said that to me.
In your head?
Yes.
You mean
The voices.
The
They're
voice.
winning today.
Oh boy. I'm scared. Again, I'm locked in here. They won't let me out until I show off this
I
bag.
just heard the door lock.
But yeah, so we got hotels, and then my favorite building. Okay, I'm gonna plop this until it gives me what I want.
Oh, of course it's your favorite building.
Yeah,
I wonder
Obviously,
why.
It's my favorite
I wonder
building.
why.
Okay, hold up. I'm gonna plop it. Janet's welcome. Hey!
Oh, there it is.
Here it is.
Wow,
So for
interesting.
some reason, this is my favorite building, and I don't know why.
I wonder why.
Why would this be my favorite building? I don't know.
I wonder why.
I don't know. But yeah, so it's like it's a diner, and it has varying different sort of inside jokes. I mean, if you watch the streams, you'll recognize where this is from as well. That's Jan's, and then the bluebird is actually like one of the normal ones.
That's a Chirpy reference.
Yeah, but it's not like a person.
Well,
Sorry, it's still
wow,
an
you
Easter
just
egg.
dehumanized him.
Chirpy?
Yeah, how
I
dare
know. His feelings are so hurt right now.
you. Wow, this is...
And then Valko for Armisto's cat. Valky.
Yeah.
Okay, but
also,
is Rosie's also a reference on Revo?
No, Rosie's, I think, was just a generic, like a
normal one?
50s diner kind of name.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I saw a question in the chat. Can we plug the hotels and restaurants like again and again, or is it one and done? These are in the park category, so you can use them over and over and over and over and over.
That's where they're not
Till
in the
you
unique
run out
order.
of budget.
Yeah, I mean they're not like super cheap to maintain, so
If you're
Don't-
playing with cheats, you don't care about that.
valid.
If you're cheating.
But yeah, those are the parks, and then a thing that I think people are going to be super excited about. Let me just demolish these so that we can look at them. But another big part of these buildings that I think probably the building that I'll use the most are the carports. I love Chirpy, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, as you should. Are the carports. These are little I'm going to separate these a little because now they look just connected.
AKA parking lots.
AKA parking lots, but with covering.
With a roof.
So they're very sort of. I feel like these would be more like in a residential area. This is like somebody's
kinda like-
reserved parking.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, cars will actually park here. I don't know if I chose the best spot where cars will actually drive to, and it'll take a while for them to get to. But they will park in the carports. Like this could be like a one family just driveway.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then these are for, you know, bigger city. But you could use these to build a big parking lot if you like cobble them. They're a little modular, yeah. Yeah. Hee. No, yeah, they look really good and they work really nice. And again, they're a color changer, as you can see. Oh my god, they change colors and stuff, and they look nice. They look nice. And these are also available for console, so get ready to plop some parking lots. Or parking buildings, I guess, because they're not technically parking lots because they've got...
Are those parking lots in the DLC? These are in the mid-century modern CCP.
Cool. I just punched my microphone.
So
Ah,
if
jeez.
you want to give your residential areas some covered, sheltered parkings,
Panache?
you are gonna have to get
Yeah.
CCP.
Yeah, I think that's all of them. Let's look at the props, because there's another really great aspect of it is like just the amount of props. Let's see.
Yeah, and they all go together. They're
Oh,
used all
jeez.
over the
Do I have surface painter? I do. Okay.
growables.
I'm just gonna remove all the grass sprites in a second, just so that we've got a nice clean. Because some of these are pretty small. Some of
Yeah,
these are
so
pretty small.
a lot of these are like just your, you know, really stylized but generic props for backyards.
Like these,
So these are curbs. Yeah, like these are
I'm gonna use them a lot.
Yeah, if you're a, you know, like a detailer and you're using Move It and all sorts like precision mods and whatever.
craziness.
Yes, like if you're just insane, you will find a lot of use for these
Yeah.
because there's just a lot of that.
Ooh.
There's different
Chunky.
fences, different
Different heights.
curbs. Yes, they come in different heights too, and I think a couple different like
Colors.
materials. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a dark and a light color. Seems like.
Then there's like a multitude of different tables with sundrellas.
Sundrellas?
Yes,
Is that what they're called?
that's the official name of that product. It's a sundrella. They're metal,
Oh.
and it's one of like the more iconic like backyard slash poolside items that you can find on like all the pictures from the 50s and 60s. And I technically suggested that to Reva because he wanted to like include something. I said, just make the weird metal ones. He said, okay.
Yes. Speaking of weird metal ones, look at these barbecues. They look like space.
Yes.
They look like planets. And yet, all of these things are props. People won't actually use them to sit, but they are visually tables. And then we got two little mailboxes. I almost forgot the word for mailbox. And then we've got the decals. Oh, like just grass. Gravel. Another gravel. And oh. So these are the props.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I think I knew that they were metal, but that's extra.
Yeah, you have to get
you gotta get real close to see
real
it.
close.
Yeah. Look how cool that is. All right. Yeah, that's the stuff. What time is it?
I feel like I'm stuck in Nuka Town. I mean, yeah, you know, if you're a Fallout fan, this will give you a slight Sanctuary Hills feel. So
yeah, it's the same aesthetic.
yeah, pretty much, it's identical.
I'm gonna leave a little bit just if you want.
Oh, please tell me that these are for console too.
Yes, they are. Correct. The CCPs will also be available for console, so you will get all of the stuff on console.
Yep.
And the props.
Yep.
The luxury. All right. That's it. Do we want to like try to build something? Because we do have your stuff. Do you want to? Question. Do you want to do your show off your stuff first and then build together with both of them, or do you want to build a little with the mid-century modern and then move to your stuff? You're anxiously spinning your ring.
No, I'm thinking.
You're thinking, yeah.
Yeah, this is the thinking
what's
ring.
What's going on in the noggin?
I think we can do like a smaller build with the just for a typical suburb. Maybe use a couple of just carports, but
Yes.
like grid it up.
How about we just look
Yeah.
at this all gridded?
Yeah, that should work.
Oh,
Just
this is
fine.
gonna. Oh, that's big. Okay, now I'm gonna make another.
Yeah, just that.
Just this side of the train tracks. Okay. Huh? Oh. Jan has come to visit! Oh my god. Oh my god. Jan invaded. I feel invaded. My
That-
personal space feels invaded. What was that?
That-
Beautiful. Stop making him jump over us. I feel attacked.
Instead of a show pony, it's a showbird.
It's a show bird. That's what it is. Yeah.
He does dressage on a chirpy.
That poor bird. That poor bird.
Instead of a horse girl, he's a bird girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Oh,
Look,
good.
gotta bully him
Good.
a bit for that.
As you should.
Yeah.
Is that Maddie's? Fuck.
No.
God.
Plop it again and again and again until you get it.
This is my life now. Fuck. Chirpy. Yes! Okay, good. I will never not plop one of these unless it's named Maddie's. Okay. Alright, let's transform some of this into parking places.
So most of it.
Well, look. I'm gonna get all of it.
Mm.
Maybe,
Yeah, get
The
that
whole-
get that concrete going.
I like the concrete. I can almost.
available? Where's the release date? Where's the release date?
Do you want to say it again? That we just reiterate for all the people that just arrived.
Chat.
Yeah.
We don't know. That's it. We literally do not know. You can keep asking, but we just don't have the answer.
Even
So-
if we did, we couldn't tell
Yeah.
you. So.
Like, you're just gonna have to be patient and
Mhm.
wait just a bit more because, you know, it's coming sooner than later.
Yep.
It's not gonna be a Christmas gift. You're gonna get it, you know, sometime
That's
soon.
the teasiest thing we've ever said about the release date. Damn.
That it's still happening this year. I mean, you would think so. I would think so.
You would hope so. All right. Oh, cool. Okay. That's gonna spawn a bunch of people because I broke their homes. Oh yeah, well, now we get to see the cars parking in them. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
They're populating. They're populating. Yep, 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 yep. I do have a mod that like increases parking because I just wanted, you know,
Utility.
them to 100% that we could show you guys how they looked with cars in them. But cars will park in them even if you don't have TMPE. They will use them to park in. But I just wanted, you know, to truly show off the gloriousness that are these parking garages. Oh, they're so cute. All right, now we gotta wait for. It's doing it! Oh god, I want to. Oh, we're actually. Whoa! What is my population doing? Plus 12K?
I don't think that's that might be all the deaths you just blocked.
Oh
at
no,
some
that's
point.
true. We did remove like so many dead people like just instantly. Okay, no, that's valid. That's valid. Okay, my.
Death cancelled.
No more. Also feel bad now because we're removing all of this European suburbia. Oh, but look at these buildings. Should all of these roads be with palm trees?
That depends on the style you're doing, but yeah, you know,
Yes.
just to
The answer
show
is
it off.
yes. There's no reason for a no on that
To
one.
show it off, you can just you know, use the upgrade tool for the tree side roads.
Yes. And I'm gonna upgrade these roads in between the parking spaces here with some of the new no parking streets. Wow.
Wow.
And the rest of them are just gonna have palm trees because it's gonna be beautiful. Why would you not use tree roads? That's my question.
You hate nature.
Oh yeah, no, that's valid.
I think that's a pretty valid point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like trees. What are you gonna do about it?
Murder.
The red dot appears once again on my forehead.
Yes. Oh gosh. Okay, hide you. Tree, give me palm. Palm. I think they just go so well with the palm trees. I don't.
Yeah, they do. It's kind of. I mean, I mostly just like always think. If I think of like mid-century modern with all the pools, I just think Palm Springs.
Yeah.
So like that look of just the really tall palm trees and like all the really like low residential buildings is just a vibe
It is
and
goals.
a half.
It doesn't really go with the rest of my map, but it's gonna go on this street. I can upgrade this street too. Ho ho. And this one. And this one. And this one. And this one.
She's going crazy.
See, this is just tropical paradise. Yo, yeah, now we get to see them in their true, just plain flat behavior.
Yeah, it
Let's see if
definitely
we can
looks
see,
better
like,
when the pool sides are not roller coasters. When it's not, you know.
They look nice. They look so good. That's a huge pool. That is a huge pool.
Yeah, this is definitely, you know, kind of like wealthier housing. Although back in the day, these houses cost like, what, 20,000?
They're expensive now.
Yeah.
Oh, they look nice. Yes.
Don't remind me about the pain of existence in our current economy.
What did I say before stream? Positive week.
Did you?
Positive. Yes. Positive week.
I must have missed that meeting.
Positive. Yes.
Revo says that the pool site is made for Karens driving Chevrolet Escalades. I like
Yeah,
how
they
how
need big pools.
specific you are with that. That's, you know.
Okay, good. Have we showed off everything? Is Revo happy with how we've looked at stuff?
He never will be.
Well,
But we can just assume for him.
I think yes. I think yes is the answer here. I'm just double checking. No, we looked at all the things.
Yeah, pretty much.
We even plopped. Oh, I guess since we're talking about we talked about how different things have like different looks or whatever.
Yeah.
The mothership also has like different
Names
on it. So the rocket, mothership. Okay, well, both of these are. But there's like there's tiny little community Easter eggs on these as well.
Yeah, in most cases, if you have creators making stuff for the game, they will very often try to just like squeeze in Easter eggs or community jokes.
Did we get any in your pack?
No.
You said creators very deliberately.
I broke the mold and just didn't do it. No, mostly because I just didn't really have like any way to squeeze it in a way that would work. Mostly because there's no signage.
Oh yeah, here's an Aquila.
Yeah, Aquila got one. The default is the mothership. I think one is a rocket.
Yeah, we've gotten. Oh, and Terminus. I think that's the 4. So it's rocket, mothership, Terminus, and Aquila. They're very cool.
Yeah, rocket was allegedly a Fallout reference. Revo told me.
Allegedly. Oh, come on. Boop. But it was also like rocket, like space age.
Yes, it's just basically space age.
It works. Cool. Now, I mean, this is a very good view.
Revo says copyright said no.
Copyright said.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
At least us creators. Copyrights are not nice.
They're so pretty.
Yeah, these assets are really, really nice. And I was working on a completely different style of a city recently. And then this pack came along and I said, well...
Guess not.
Guess not. Time to start another city. Oops.
Yeah, I have no idea if I've shown... I definitely have not shown off every asset because there are literally so many of them.
So a lot of these are quote-unquote duplicates because you have versions with pools, without pools, with bigger backyards or like smaller backyards. You have
different
just like
shapes.
Yeah, different shapes of them. Sometimes they are in a different position.
Different props.
Yeah, and like different trees too. So there really is like a lot of variety. So even if you just like lazily, zone an entire district, the amount of like variety in these assets is still gonna like make it look nice without really too much effort. I see people are speculating what the Terminus reference is for. Maybe Mass Effect.
Yeah, we won't tell.
Yeah.
Okay, but also Revo said Swiss Misses has low roof looking like a chalet. And I don't... Which one could that be? Could it be, is it this one? No. I have no idea. Revo, you should just tweet a picture of it.
Won't tell equals doesn't know. Won't tell equals I know exactly what that reference is for. And I will not tell.
We gotta have our secrets, all right, chat. Let us have this little thing.
Revo lied to me. Revo said that apparently there's no Swiss misses in CCP.
Oh, you were just talking about what that is. Not it's in the pack. Okay, I can stop searching then.
Yeah, I guess he never made them because they were in his reference sheet. I guess he never got to it.
Oh, but I just really okay, I'm gonna go back to the hill part, the hill zoned ones, which is the wrong direction. Because some of my favorite pools are actually the ones that are not on purpose, a little janky, but overlooking. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one. I mean, ignore the little fence, but come on. Just let me see if I can get the camera angle. This view.
With the janky.
Just wait. I can get the angle. There we go. That looks really nice.
That is totally not an OSHA liability.
Schmeck.
OSHA schmosha.
OSHA schmosha.
Yeah, that's, I love falling out of my pool.
I mean, you wouldn't fall out of it. It's not like there isn't an edge.
You don't know me.
No, you would fall.
You don't know what I have going on.
You would fall.
I would fully fall. I'd just roll over straight down that ledge.
On purpose?
Yes. Because it's not my house. I just came to somebody's pool.
You
would
still be the only person that got hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
But there's no camera footage. I can sue them.
The chaos that's happening in the studio.
Don't question it.
I'm not. I am.
I
Okay.
totally went through that scenario multiple times in my head.
I'm scared. Okay. Did you want to look at... Where do you want to look at your stuff then?
So, the buildings that I made are from the pack called Seaside Resorts.
Like, we can demolish a whole area. I'm fine with this.
You don't really need to do that. It will work best if you like kind of incorporate it somewhere in like a lakeside. It can be like slightly off the grid because they work best in towns. No,
if I just remove like some of these houses.
Is it like hilly or something?
It's a little hilly. It's not super
It's
hilly.
actually pretty
It's kind of flat.
Yeah, you can like.
I think I made this island actually.
Yeah, you can like yoink that.
Okay, let's yoink it.
So the pack is titled Seaside Resorts, but fun fact, some of the buildings that are in the pack are not strictly from seasides because they are based on 1850s to 1900s architecture of like hotels, resorts, and inns from mostly East Coast of the United States. So a lot of them are based on buildings from New Jersey, Maine, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and from New York, the state, not the city.
Smart.
And I tried to like pick some of like more interesting looking ones in all sorts of like different shapes and sizes.
I think I'm just gonna make a road and then let's line them up first,
Yeah,
and then we'll
frankly.
build with them because we have to admire because here there's not like the same quantity and variation.
Yeah,
but it's like we have to look at every building.
Revo managed to be a completely insane person and just not sleep for 17 days straight. That
Can't confirm.
That might be a lie or not. I will not be specifying. So he really like.
I'll specify it did happen.
Yeah, well, but yeah, no, Revo is kind of insane and just managed to create an insane amount of stuff. And in my case, they also
you focused a little bit more.
So in the video that was made ages ago with Paradox, where I went around Paris with the team, I talked about preserving history and architecture
Probably won't fit all of
in
them.
like digital form. So what I did was try and find buildings that are less known, although there are a couple that are more known.
Yeah.
And decided to just like try and freeze them in time, but in a form that they existed back when they still existed.
Yeah.
Because newsflash, half of them burned down.
They're wooden houses.
Some of them multiple times, and they rebuilt them exactly the same, only to have them burn down once more.
Hell yeah.
That was really wonderful when they did that. Because who knew that mixing live wires made of copper, wood, and maybe open fire chimneys didn't really go together all that well. Wow.
Who'da thunk?
Who would have thought? And then you see your building burn down, and then you think, let me build it the same way,
Ooh, everybody's so
with the same issues, and have it burn down once more.
But all right, yeah, these are the buildings. They're very close together now. But yeah.
So all of them come with color variations that depends.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
The thing is, these had to be unique.
Yeah.
Because of game limitations, I originally wanted them to be park buildings.
Yeah.
Sadly, that couldn't
Move
have
it is
been
a little
implemented.
Buggy right
So, if you, for example, play on PC and have mods, you can absolutely plop them multiple times, or you can use like Painter mod to just
change the
change the color as you want. They come with base colors that are like originally from the catalogs of like 1890s. So technically the colors are like original as they should be. Although a lot of the resources that I used for reference were postcards, which were very often painted in Germany.
Yeah.
For buildings in the United States, and people in Germany have very often never seen that building in real life. So, you know, they kind of went creative with the
Yeah.
colors, and it was great.
I forgot a building.
Yeah, there's a train station, also the service ones. The fire and police station. It's in the creators tab.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did also include a train station that is based on the Hendersonville train depot.
Can't fit this.
It's
Yes.
it's the same size as a vanilla train station, just less bulky. So if you want something slightly historical looking, but also like not taking up an insane amount of space, you can definitely use that, especially because it like just works with the most vanilla trains. Or if you're using the Vehicles of the World CCP, which I did use for that,
Yeah.
mostly because there's some nice looking trains. They will also work.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Look at
so
this little boy.
yeah, it's the only problem with this station is that the roof is so large and overhangs so badly that the station is like 90% of the time
Yeah.
in the shadow.
But it looks really nice. I mean, you need that awning to hide under when it
Yeah, when
torrential
it's-
rain hits
yeah.
like today in Stockholm.
So the fire station is a very good miniature church stand-in. Yeah, it works.
It even has a little bell, but it does have like the doors. I think
Oh,
it's
and a library. Right, I completely
oh,
forgot
and the
about that.
library.
Yeah.
On it.
So the library was I
shit.
actually because I didn't know what it technically would be because I didn't really have a lot of references for that building from my like sources. It just said it was a dance hall, and I thought, might as well like give it some functionality. So I put it as a library, because it's kind of like inconspicuous. You can like put it pretty much anywhere,
Yeah.
and it just works. I selected a couple different types of roofing. So you have light gray, green, red, and dark blue.
Oh.
They
So the color variation on the
They are
library.
no. The colors of the roofs are tied to the buildings.
Oh, okay, I get it.
But they come in a couple different ones because it was just like the most common asphalt roofing at the time.
Yeah, I see.
So I didn't want to make everything like with the same color. So at least like it has that. Also, does it function as a library? Yes, that building is a library.
Yeah.
So it is in a creators tab for education.
The Popo station?
Yeah, the police station. That building, I don't exactly remember. It's probably
So
somewhere from
cute.
Massachusetts, just like the fire station, which was like a steam engine station or something like that. So those two are most likely, if I remember right, from Massachusetts, somewhere in some small towns.
The car.
That car is.
It's just because
having
this
an
road
exit-
doesn't have a connection to the outside, so
yeah,
it's
and
trying to spawn,
it's
but
trying.
it can't.
This is one of the larger buildings. That's the Old Orchard House from Old Orchard Beach in Maine.
What a nerd, am I right?
I spent so much time. I spent so much time reading up about the history of the East Coast and doing like so much research into like histories of buildings. Having fun reading about every single one that burned down, and then doing bingo. Basically opening a picture and thinking, is this one gonna be burnt down? Let me like look up
Bingo.
let me look up the name of the building plus fire in Google, and then just see what comes up. And in 90% of the cases, I was right, because 90%
Right
of
as
them,
in,
yeah,
as in it burnt down.
yeah, they would
Nice.
always burn down.
Nice.
A couple of them actually managed to survive up till this day. There is
Which one didn't burn?
the one with the dome. Yes,
This
that
one?
one, the green one. Yeah.
This
So
one.
that is the Breakers Hotel from Spring Lake, New Jersey. It doesn't actually exist in the exact same form. It lost the dome and it lost the two towers, but the general structure is more or less the same.
Impressive.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, considering like how many buildings I looked up, and that still of them, a couple of them are still like there, it is impressive. The building across the street from it, this is, if I remember right, a Spring Lake,
say the name?
the Spring House actually. That building, if I remember right, is from Block Island in Massachusetts. But I might be wrong. I mean, there's so many different like islands, like an island with a lake and an island within that. Like there were so many different buildings.
Yeah.
The Allaire that was in, I think, also somewhere in New Jersey. It might have been like Asbury Park or Spring Lake.
Yeah.
The Hotel Fisk, which is one of my favorites because of just the amount of
It
like.
is beautiful.
It's very castle-like
It is.
in a weird like way.
Mhm.
And it almost like I think it could work in like a European setting because
Yes.
a lot of these
I want to put this on a mountain.
yeah
You know?
so these a lot of them there were a couple of like buildings that I wanted to include, but they were very like difficult to put in a terrain that would work because they were just ingrained in the terrain.
Yeah.
So these are technically seaside buildings, but they will work pretty much anywhere. If you want to put it somewhere up in like a mountainous resort
Okay, I'm
between
doing it.
redwoods or you know like just
It's in the ground.
yeah, well you know
Don't
you
worry.
do Christ.
Hello.
That's a really you know
Shh.
it's,
Shh. I want to put
um
it here. I want to have it like looking out. Oh Jesus fuck.
love the New England styles. A list of the historical origins for all these buildings along the pack would be really cool. Okay, so about that for all the nerds in the chat,
For
and
all the nerds.
all the weirdos in the chat that are like into this,
Yeah.
and so like all the free people between the YouTube and Twitch chat. I technically promised on my Twitter that I will be doing like a info dump about these assets.
Oh.
So I will probably do that.
Eventually.
I'll plug my Twitter later on, but
You can do it now. Plug your Twitter. What's your Twitter?
I mean my Twitter is at the Geze, TheGezE.
Yep.
Or if you just like look up my Steam, also like just Jazz or something, like anything. My Twitter is like linked on my Steam profile. But yeah, so I will be like doing an info dump on these assets. So I'll include like a couple pictures from in-game, and then I will. Oh, thank you, Cube, for posting the link. And yeah, and then I'll probably like include some like historical facts about the buildings. Maybe some like old pictures, old photos. I don't know, link to their page if they still exist, so you can fan mail them. I don't know. I actually thought about fan mailing these buildings myself to like buildings that still exist, and saying, "Hey, I'm a random person and I made this building in a City Skylines game. Please
I mean-
retweet my build. Please retweet
Oh my
build
god. The whole mid-century modern area
It's
is on
just
fire.
burning. Nice.
We hide that with the camp. There's
Yes.
fire there
It's
too.
framing.
There's fire
You have a
everywhere.
problem.
I do.
You have a problem.
What the fuck is the Chaos Crew?
That works.
Wait, is there an uns that we can't hear? Okay, we make our own uns.
It's the Paris Hilton song.
Now I can't sing it. Now I don't remember. Uns.
It's copyrighted.
It's copyrighted. Uns.
We're gonna get a strike from Sony or whoever owns them. Damn.
Okay. Back to professionalness.
Yeah. That was.
I mean, this is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. So it will work, especially if you have like mods or something. It will work even better. But if you're on like console, wow, what is going on here?
Fire.
A highway to hell.
Fire.
But just put on some smooth jazz.
Yes. Do you like jazz?
Yes, I actually do enjoy jazz.
Oh, never
Smooth
mind.
one? I'm not so sure. Rough
I-
one?
He didn't get my reference. All right, moving on. What
Yes.
other buildings have we not looked at?
So a lot of these are, a lot of them actually come from Old Orchard Beach in Maine, including the longest pier that also no longer exists in the same form. It is now shorter and also includes some crab shacks
I think it's
along
like
the way.
here, or is it even shorter than that?
It's like even shorter now.
Yeah. It's basically just burnt.
Yes. First time it was destroyed by a hurricane, and then it burned down. So
Jesus Christ.
they could never.
God really hates these
Yes.
buildings.
He really said, East Coast, you're screwed.
How about no coast?
Yeah, no coast. So this one is like pretty long. There is another one that is from Asbury Park, and it was the original casino building. It's the white pavilion.
Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah, that one gets no. This is from.
Sorry.
Yeah, this one. That's the Asbury
This
Park pavilion. This one gets, I think. No, I didn't include color variation in that one because I just wanted it to be white.
Okay.
So that one was like a casino / resort pavilion, and then the other one is the, if I remember right, the Gordon Lake.
Gordon Park.
Yeah, it's a Gordon Park pavilion from Lake Erie, I think.
I don't know, dude.
I honestly do not remember, but I saw that building on like one of the old photos, and I was like, you know what? It's interesting. And apparently it was a swimming pool on the lake, so that's why the foundation is solid because it has water from the lake, but it was like safe and secured from the rest of it because that lake is, you know, kind of sea size.
Yeah.
So
It's a big one.
yeah, so that's why they did that.
Extra. Very extra.
I mean, hey, they did a lot of building back in the day.
I'm gonna use these pillars a lot. I don't care about your buildings.
These
I will
are
just use pillars.
these are a sub building.
I know. I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
Actually, no, these are a sub mesh.
Mm.
So they are separated.
They look good. Oh, yeah, I was gonna zoom out to these, but I missed it.
Yeah, technically, if you use like I wanted to include a network on this pier so that people could use it. Sadly, the game hated me and hated the idea of that because there is this fun little option in the building editor called align height, which instantly stops working the moment you try to do something underwater with networks. So that was great. I loved that. So yeah, sadly I couldn't include a network for people to use it. Perk of playing on PC, you can include your own network.
Stop it.
But you know, it still looks nice. I try to like put a lot of details into these assets, like no matter what. Why is everything on fire?
Why is everything off? Oh my god. I'm gonna get a fucking no fire.
Gotta place more of these fire stations.
Boy.
Yeah, the service areas of the fire station and the police station are tiny.
Let's see if they're even like enough for the street.
Because I mean on this
wrong one.
On the street they would be. Yeah, I mean they are small. They will go further than that, but they are small mostly because it's just a tiny building. So they include 4, I think, police trucks and 4 fire trucks because that's pretty much like realistically
I might have changed the budget.
Yeah, it's like realistically the.
You should probably up the fire budget though.
Realistically, it's like the amount of vehicles that would fit in a building that small.
Yeah.
So if I remember right, it was like 4.
Yeah, it's 4, but now it's more because I.
Yeah, I mean, if you crank up the budget, it will be big. It will be more.
It's small.
And yeah, like you can also throw these into like a desert area. It will work.
They're very. They could definitely be like a saloon sort of
Yes,
building.
they will work in like a western town. This type of buildings and like this style was used also like from East Coast to West Coast. It's just that East Coast kept the most of them, mostly because...
Oh, this one's beautiful.
That one was a random fight. I honestly don't even remember where this one is from. I just know it was called a Colonial Hotel. It might have been from New Jersey, too. I mean, New Jersey surprisingly has one thing going on for them. It's preservation of historical landmarks and buildings. They have a lot of rules for that, and honestly... Props to New Jersey for that. Shout out to
New Jersey.
Yeah, shout out to New Jersey for preserving their houses in a really nice state. Yeah. If you're ever nearby or just driving to New Jersey trying to escape,
give them a little applause.
Yeah, stop by Spring Lake, New Jersey, or by like Asbury Park. They have some really nice houses and like old inns. So that's.
What about this long boy?
This one was, I think, also from Block Island in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Because it was on the same island as the Spring House. So it was technically from the same complex, but this one I think like just got completely modified or something.
So big.
There were like a lot more buildings. That's Vesper from Old Orchard Beach. Beautiful. The Atlantic Hotel next to it, also from Old Orchard Beach. Then you have the Narragansett House from, I think, Massachusetts. Yeah, because Narragansett is like close to Boston. That was the Brunswick Hotel, and this is the Fabian House from the White Mountains, I think.
So many towns I've never heard of.
It's just completely
Yeah.
like nowhere locations that I would just like do rabbit hole dives into, and like from one to another to another, and then suddenly I'm like 16 pages into a history of a mining town in the middle of the state of New York back in 1890s, and I'm like, okay, well, gotta do something.
Yeah.
Oh, White Mountains is in New Hampshire. That is correct. That's
Correct by chat. Thank you, chat.
Yes, thank you, chat.
And I saw somebody say, "Aren't we supposed to go through the patch notes this stream?" No, the patch notes are just like improvements and upgrades of like the actual patch notes. You'll be able to see when the patch is live, because it's a whole list, and it'll probably take me like 30 minutes just to read it. So you can read it yourself when the patch is out, and you can read the patch notes.
This
I'm
back
not gonna
makes
read
me
them for
wish we had cobblestone streets also. Well, with
with mods you could do
no,
that.
even with what?
The pedestrian streets.
Pedestrian
Oh
streets
my God,
are pretty
that's
much like
genius.
paved.
Oh
Yeah.
my, there is like the cobble pedestrian.
Yeah,
this
there
one.
are like it's the fish scale cobble road, I think. But also I think all three of them are like just cobbled.
Yeah.
So
Like this'll work.
Yeah.
This'll totally work.
So if you want that,
Now
you
they're
can do
complaining
it.
about pedestrian
Yeah, well,
stuff, but
look
at that.
at that.
Or we could. I mean, honestly, sandstone might work even better.
Yeah, like you can do a lot. And then because these assets, I didn't want to like log these assets in a very specific location, like the East Coast or just like specifically like tropical.
Yep.
They do not come with foliage.
So you can.
So
detail
you can pretty much like I tested these myself with like no mods just to see how close up you can like place trees. Of course, you don't really want a tree like directly in your window.
Let me turn off anarchy.
So you can like easily decorate them. I was also just testing it with.
Oh yeah, you can get real close.
Yeah, I was testing it with Mr. Mason's trees from his update.
Yeah.
And just like placing the either the palm trees or like the spruce trees that he has that look really nice. So depending on like the area or the map that you're using, you can definitely like fit them into like any setting that you really want, because they are pretty universal.
Yeah.
That tall one is
The
kind
tall one. Oh, the
yeah,
red one?
that one. Yeah, it's a very bizarre building. It's Isleworth Gardens from Atlantic City. Atlantic City alone had like so many different buildings, and I couldn't like make any of them because they were just way too big.
Yeah.
To either fit on the templates, or just like by volume. Like it would just be such an astronomical amount of triangles that I was like, oh no, not gonna happen.
It's beautiful. Question: can we use pedestrian streets along with bike lanes, or will people bike on the pedestrian streets only? Sorry. And we won't need to put separate bike lanes, unless you have the. There is a policy, like in city planning, that is bike ban on sidewalks. So technically, what the hell are they doing? Is it a bug again? Oh, kill the bug. Sorry, somebody's just. I thought they were doing charades in the control room. No, the pedestrian paths are sidewalks. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But people do bike on them. I have seen people bike on them. What the hell are they?
How many points do I have to redeem for Jess to? Wow, they are gonna break the studio window.
That sounded so.
The thunk.
If you hear a crash, boom, bang, somebody broke a window. How many points do I have to redeem for Jez to take off his sunglasses? Are you that inconsequential?
Revo said, gotta buy him tickets to TwitchCon San Diego.
Come here.
Hey, consider it. I'll take a ticket. Wait, but isn't it like happening in like what, a couple of weeks?
That 2
Isn't
weeks?
it yeah, exactly. Well, there's plenty of time to take a flight.
It's the first week of October.
Yeah, so get to it next. I'll wait for my tickets. You know my address.
That
No,
was
you don't,
actually me
that's a
trying my
lie.
hardest, by the way. I mean, shit.
Dirt roads actually look really nice with these.
Dirt
too.
roads do look really nice. That's
Because
why I popped them.
if you like plow them, especially like a lakeside or a seaside or something, and you just like really want to have this like ye older look,
Yeah.
you just smash a dirt road next to it and it just works.
They look nice. And then you could, I mean, the thing that, if I remember correctly, how you did it to get like a path in front of the house, it was just like, oh wait, I'm just
Because buildings have a certain distance from which you can like
them.
connect them to a road. So I did it a very like backwards way of placing a building on a road, removing the road, placing the road in a different distance, and then adding a pedestrian path in a way that it like fit. So it's a very, very like backwards way of doing it, but you can do it.
Yeah. I could have
So
probably done that.
yeah, the distance is technically 3 blocks, I think.
It's 2.
2?
2. But you can get it like real fiddly. If you don't, it can be like 2 and some.
Yeah, if you like really want to like, you know, screw around with
actually
it,
can't see anything
there's
in
a
there.
lot of stuff that you can
That's
do.
a little cheatsy, but
Yeah, but you know.
yeah, no.
We all cheat.
Well,
Gaming is cheating.
that looks really good.
We all love to cheat.
Okay, do you want to build some stuff with this? We have like 20 minutes. Do you want to build? Do you want to
I
swap
want to see
seats?
you do something.
Oh.
I built enough with my own assets.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna demolish all of it then and try just get a fresh, clean slate. Oh, all my trees. Okay. I'm at a little road. I'm at I'm at a little road. Give some space here at the end.
I never cheat with 70 mods and 10,000 assets. Nope.
Never.
That's, you know, we all have a different definition of cheating. I mean, you know.
Cute. Actually, I might even keep that later.
It's actually funny because I haven't actually like really played cities
No?
until the Red Bull competition.
Oh, yeah.
Because I made the Chicago map for the Red Bull competition, and the requirement for it was that it had to be a functioning vanilla city.
Yeah.
And up until that point, which was already like 7 years in, like six years into the game, I have never like actually played it. And it was
he really loves the game, by the way.
No, but my justification is that as a creator, you don't really play the game.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that at lunch
Because
a little
you
bit.
spend so much time just like modeling and then texturing and then importing it into the game, then testing it and whatever. So your playtime is basically limited to
different.
just like putting your asset into the game, testing if it works, maybe taking a couple of screenshots.
Yeah.
Some creators like to like have a single map going where they use all of their assets and they just use that as a backdrop.
Yeah.
I, for example, very often would like create an entire set in half of a city for a single prop that I would want to show off, which
Yeah.
is stupid. I shouldn't be doing that, but that's how I work, and it's just ridiculous.
If it works,
But basically, like that's why like my play style and my playtime was like so like not usual for like a game that I now have like 2,000 hours in, from which like 1.5 is probably just me sitting in the editor.
I have to see. Okay, the ship path is here. We're good. It's
Yeah,
not
they
gonna
will-
get cut off.
Yeah, they will not Titanic it.
No, we're fine. We're fine. Okay, I like that spot for that actually. I want to pull out the tram to this. I feel like it'd be a really trammy place, and because I can't really use the train, because train like this terminus. It's I'm gonna add the train station just for looks. Okay, just for looks.
Just, you know, connected somewhere.
Yeah.
The track goes underground.
Shh. You saw nothing.
This is part of the gentrified area.
No, you know, it's like when sometimes when people take old station and they make them into like train museums or something. Like the track isn't.
Half of the United States.
I was just gonna be.
What an L. What an L for the United States railway transport.
We're being really mean. But
No,
yeah, it's
we're
just
being
it's a
real-
train
we're being
museum. It's a
real.
train museum, and that's what this is. Okay.
Revo says trains can't go anywhere, just like Amtrak. Revo, no, we're trying to like
Revo,
get them to
no.
follow us on Twitter. Stop.
Okay, we've got that. It's looking real cute. I need to just click that button so that minimizes because it's taking up so much space. Fill that in. Fill that in a little. Yes. Looking cute. And then building spam.
So a lot of these buildings, I was looking up Florida originally for like inspiration
Yep.
for like how these buildings were made. There's also like a lot of them on like the islands in the Bahamas,
Oh.
like Nassau and stuff like that. They had like
Oh, yeah,
insanely big
true.
hotels, like entire resorts, and these buildings would very often have like French style gardens where it was just like
Mm.
entire swaths of like land
Yeah.
with like a nice tree here or there. It was just a lot of like empty land. It was basically like golf courses.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of like empty land and then like a nice like gazebo here or something there.
Mhm.
So if at first attempts of me like placing these assets like make them look decent,
Yeah.
I just basically placed all of them at the same time, like right next to each other, and then thought, no, that looks terrible. So instead of doing that, you might want to like try and landscape it a bit more.
Like up and down, you're thinking? Like or like how landscape?
No, basically like landscape it in a way where it isn't just a road in a building.
I
It's
see. Yeah, yeah.
a road, and then you, for example,
A
can have
complex.
yeah. It's basically like
I get it.
you know, you want to like include maybe some paths like behind the building,
Mhm.
and then some gazebo. If you, for example, have park life, there's like gazebos in that look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Park life assets are actually like really go well together with these because, well, park life, they include a lot of like the natural pathway things
Yeah.
and also like the city park
Ugh.
ones. So you can like also combine a lot of that with these assets. So I actually had a lot of use from those two.
I have a plan. I have an idea.
I'm excited to use a Rico on the beach resort stuff and have a Victorian seaside town, and the CCP buildings are really cool centerpieces for small towns.
You gotta read that louder, bud.
Yes, Rico will work with these assets.
Just Rico them.
I mean, hey, if you can and you want to, then you know, do whatever you want. I'm actually really excited to see like what people will do with these because, you know, as a creator, the moment you
Give your stuff away.
yeah, the moment like the assets like leave your hands and leave your editor, they no longer
They're
belong
gone.
to you. And I was always like really excited to see how people would like use, for example, the French assets that I made before.
Oh yeah.
And Attis was, for example, one of the like people that like really kind of went ham with using them in a like a way that I would never think so
Mhm.
in the in his YouTube series.
Oh
So
yeah.
if he would like stack the buildings and then like do steampunk stuff with them, and I was like, these were never intended for this.
Is there any way where you like? Oh God, I really hope they don't use it that way. Has
No,
that been
I
a
don't-
thought in your brain at
I
all?
don't think so. I never really had like because of the type of assets that I make, there isn't really a thing that you can kind of like screw it up, I suppose.
Yeah, true.
Because like think like what asset do you think it would like have to be for that to happen?
I
Like,
don't know. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, like unless it's like intentionally a weird or bad asset,
Yeah.
I don't think you can use it in a intentionally weird or bad way.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm
Trying to
always
think.
excited to like see what people do with these, and
We'll see. We'll find out.
yeah, you can always tag me on Twitter. Say, hey, I made this, and I said, okay, cool, nice, and I'm gonna leave you a like, maybe, and if it's really nice, maybe I'll retweet it. Damn.
Wow, what a good selling point.
Yeah.
What a good
I am
sale.
I am so charming,
Oh
and
my goodness.
l-
Okay, we do only have like a couple minutes left because Vicky is coming up right after this, and they need some time to set up some stuff. But I need to.
Vicky.
Vicky. Okay. And then like, oh, I turned off angle. Yes. Okay. What?
Just reading chat.
What are they saying?
Revo's trying to slander me, but
Oh.
Revo knows that it doesn't work, so you know.
So it's standard shit then.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
try as you might. It's not gonna work, Revo.
And then here we can just do like that, and then separate that into two, and then have a little.
What are those buildings? Those buildings are my assets that are in the upcoming Seaside Resorts, CCP.
Yeah, get them.
And can we repeat the release day? The release day is soon TM. Because we don't know.
Yes. We can't tell you.
I hope you're satisfied with this answer, and if you're not, please email me. The email is not going to be listed
your
anywhere.
complaints don't matter.
Yeah, the email is not
hotmail.com.
going to be listed anywhere, so, you know,
Yeah.
have fun trying to do that.
Yeah, sorry, we can't share the release date yet. Follow City Skylines on the social medias to keep on track with whenever, as soon as that is available for release. I'm gonna be the more actually marketing person
Yes.
to say that.
Clarify it.
Yes, Geze does not work for PDX. Whatever he says does not represent us or the company.
I am absolutely lying the entire time.
Oh no.
I'm here for the entertainment value.
Yes, chat seems entertained, so clap clap.
Oh, look, Armesto is here.
Everybody's here.
Yes, Armesto, we did see the Valko's Diner.
Yes, we did show it off and talk about it.
Yes.
So you're welcome. But mainly we showed off Madde's Diner because it
She
is
did.
the best one. So. Oh, okay. This is really taking shape now. This is taking shape. This gonna be cute. Okay, how long did you spend on your map again?
Which one?
I don't know. One of them.
I mean, the super secret trailer one?
Yeah.
Probably like at least 2 days of just because I rebuilt it 3 times.
You should hire me. Look how fast I am.
So, that was me trying to do the recording for the footage. Speed running it with just placing different trees, and then using the resource painter to get the oil, like dry out the grass.
Oh yes.
So that was fun. But yeah, no. I see people saying like, "Oh, I wish I had the patience to like build cities like this." Honestly,
I mean, I have a lot of experience, and whenever you like, when you start, you're not, you're stuck. You're stuck with building it like this. Okay, that's it. Okay, I can't. We don't have much time. We don't have much time. I see people in there. Okay.
the sniper rifle is back up
The
again.
sniper rifle is back. Chat, thank you so much for watching. There's going to be more streams for cities next week. On a new day, we're going to stream on Wednesdays at 2:30. So back to the normal time slot just on Wednesdays. And that's going to be super cool. So keep an eye out for that. And also, Jez, thanks for coming all the way to a different country to be on the stream for an hour and a half.
I flew in.
Yeah.
I forced myself to do this. I said I'm going to be on the stream and not via camera.
Yep.
So here I am in the studio.
But yeah, City Skylines will be back next week. Keep an eye out on the socials for the release date of Parks and Plazas and Promenades and all the CCPs. All right, see you
Yep.
next week. Goodbye.